See, the chamber has primarily two annual events. One is an AGM, which is primarily for the members, and another is Foundation Day, which is primarily for the staff and well wishers. We decided that we must include stakeholders, and one of the key stakeholders for us is trade commissioners and consul generals, and another key stakeholder is the government officials, the state bureaucrats. We can't forget that this is a city based chamber, so our relationships with state bureaucrats is also very important. Therefore, going along with this particular thought process, we decided that we must have an event of networking with consul generals and trade commissioners who are career consul generals and not honorary consul generals in the first year. We will take this to the next year as based upon our experience whether to include additional people. But the whole purpose is that relating with our stakeholders so that it benefits the members of the chamber, it helps in increasing investments in India and in Maharashtra. It helps in members to actually connect with their counterparts in foreign countries for technology transfer, for trade and commerce. This was the purpose. Yeah, we do have plans of making this as an annual event. The chamber has a very monthly interactive meeting with a particular country with their trade commissioner and consul general on the last Friday of every month, where the members interact with the trade commissioner or consul general on issues that are affecting their export possibilities, import possibilities, technology transfers, etc. That process of interacting with consul generals and trade commissioners will continue. However, having this sort of an annual event will bring in focus for our members to network, interact, and it will also give a complete overall view of the chamber activities to the consul generals so that there can be a much better interaction. I'll give you an example. Just yesterday, I had a meeting with the team from Rotterdam in Netherlands. We realized that while we were focusing only on trade and commerce, technology transfer and investment, there are other areas such as corporate social responsibility, such as clean tech investments, such as sustainability related issues, where there can be a better cooperation. So this sort of an event will actually give an opportunity for us to explain various areas within which the chamber operates and where the interaction can take place. Yes, of course, almost all the consul generals whom I have met today and whom I have met in the last 10 days have an extreme interest in increased interaction with the business community in India. They see a huge change in the atmosphere, in the attitude of the government bureaucrats and also of the business people. They are looking forward to much better cooperation. They see opportunities in India and also in Maharashtra in areas related with infrastructure, in areas related to tourism, areas related with clean technology and associated corporate social responsibility areas. The information technology has always been a backbone for Indian exports. However, what is possible is that in use of information technology in governance area as well as use of information technology for reaching out to a very large rural market are some of the areas where consulates are looking into. Yes, certainly. The expectations which I have from them is that in order to continue with this dialogue, we must have regular interaction with not just one consulate per month, but multiple consulates or trade commissioners per month. We must also have inquiries coming from consulates to the chamber, which then can be spread out to our members so that members can look at investment opportunities, they can look at technology transfer opportunities, and also trade opportunities. There is one area where I have an expectation from the consulates is apart from bringing in delegations and trade missions to the chamber, there has to be a continuous follow up. What often happens is that the trade missions or delegations come to the chamber. We arrange for business to business meetings, but a follow up action, a feedback for improvement is extremely essential. We will be able to benchmark one country experience vis-a-vis another country experience and improve upon these experiences so that there is a better interaction, better investment opportunities, and actually the entire dream of made in India, make in India actually happens. The government change has really enthused industry and chambers of commerce because they expect a lot of new changes that are happening. Certainly, in the last few months, the new government has brought in changes related with land acquisition. There is a first set of reforms have happened related with labor reforms, and the next reforms are expected. There is definitely a simplification of rules and regulations for doing business in India. These are all in the positive direction, which will help industries to prosper in India. Industries which will actually take next steps for investments to make in India. It is also, fortunately, it is also helping the government by some of the global signals. China economy is declining and the GDP growth rates are reducing. It is possible at the same time because of issues related with Greece and the debt that the Greece has. The EU economies are under pressure. With these global changes, naturally investments in India will increase, GDP will increase, and India can really become one of the top global economies in near future. The only challenge that we need to address here is availability of relevant skill sets. While we do have a demographic dividend, while we do have in the age relevant age group people who can actually produce and actually also consume products and services, it is necessary that they must be trained to have relevant skill sets. Otherwise, this demographic dividend, which is just available to India for one generation, can become a demographic curse. The only message which I would like to give from the chamber to the members is that please exploit the offerings that the chamber makes. One of the key problems that we have is that the members of the chamber are not using the facilities that the chamber offers to 100%. We are here to serve you. We are here so that the industry in India, industry in Maharashtra increases. We are here to ensure that the total employment of skilled people increases in India and the GDP increases. And that can happen because that can happen only if we actually start exploiting the services that the chamber offers. Very often we find that people don't even bother to attend seminars, conferences, training sessions, interactive meetings, delegations. Only if the members start demanding higher and higher, not only that the chamber will improve, but it is more important that the industry will improve.